What's up, everybody? Well, today I thought I'd go ahead and do a vacuum face-off today. Only this time I thought I'd go ahead and feature my 3 Eris/Electrolux uprights. On the right, we have my Electrolux Epic 3500 SR. And then to the middle, we have my early model Eris Lux Guardian upright, the one that's all white. And then we have my newest model, the Eris Lux Guardian 90th Anniversary Edition. That has this beautiful two-tone white and black combo. Basically, I thought I'd go ahead and do a complete face-off. I wanted to do a comparison to these, but there's not really that much to compare to. The only difference you get are definitely in their motor design, because when Electrolux eventually switched over to Eris in the mid-2000s, when they were bought out by another company and had their name changed to Eris, they did go through some motor revisions in later models, and these two were examples of that. Well, at first they went into a newer style suction motor, which definitely improved suction and airflow drastically. And then they carried that over to the 90th anniversary model, but they went a step further by upgrading the brush roll motor so it's not as loud as its predecessors, those two. Those two had the same style brush roll motor as far as sound goes, and you will notice that when I do the face-off later. And one other thing these things have different is their post-filter setups. Oh, and pre-filters as well. The Epic has this simple replaceable filter material that has been used actually since the Epic models came out. As you see, I had to rig mine up so that it stays in place permanently, but the filter material cartridge can still be replaced. I have been neglected to find one, so that's why that's actually still there and it's barely hanging on. When I turn on, the motor exhaust kind of blows it out like this, but it's not a major deal. The HEPA media filters that are on the Guardians are actually permanently mounted. I haven't found a way to replace these, which I don't even know if they are replaceable. And the 90th anniversary model is the same way. Permanently mounted, but definitely has better filtration. And one more thing that makes them different is their pre-filter. As you can see, I don't have a bag in the white Epic, but the Guardians have this very thick pre-filter, which definitely helps prevent like dust and stuff from going into the motor and damaging your motor, because this thing is obviously the model with a much more powerful suction motor. The one in the Epic has a much smaller, very thin pre-filter. And I might need to get a replacement because this thing is all bent up and damaged. But just look how small this is compared to the one in the Guardian. Maybe it could be there was a time that it had a filter as thick as the Guardians, and it eventually just got thin and is slowly disintegrating on me. But that's just one difference in filters. And just to show you how very similar these things are, they all have the same style brush roll. However, the Epic actually had its replaced, which this is obviously the newer style brush roll that, as you can see, kind of forms a W bristle pattern, which definitely grooms very good, I will say, but admittedly may not have as much agitation compared to the older V-style bristles. But it definitely helps when it comes to picking up pet hair, which Electrolux has definitely offered these as replacements because they're just like the newer models. But anyway, there's really not that much else to say about these vacuums other than a quick disclaimer I would like to mention before I get the contest underway is that unfortunately I have only 2 bags for these things and I don't have any replacements. I only got one that's in the Epic right now and then the one in the Black Guardian. So for now, I'm gonna have to split the contest between only 2 vacuums. I'm gonna do one contest between the Epic and the Black Guardian, and then the second one I'm gonna do it between the White Guardian and the Black Guardian. And maybe if I feel necessary, I'll probably do one between the Epic and the White Guardian. So for now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the modified vacuum face-off. Alright, round 1, we're going to be using the Epic and the Black Guardian. And what I've used is some crushed up tortilla chips that have gone stale and have expired. So I thought they would make good candidates for this little face-off. So first off, we'll go ahead and start off with the Epic. So I'm just going to switch it on. Definitely a nice low tone motor sound. Here's the brush roll. Not as much, but it has some agitation. Some were left behind, and some kind of got snowplowed. See, when you put it in its upright position, the brush roll doesn't shut off immediately like the newer Guardians do. Show you. Brush roll is on, but the brush roll doesn't turn on until it reclines back. One kind of nice thing with these newer uprights. The White Guardian over there does the same thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the Black Guardian. So there's the first position for just suction only. You'll notice it has a different sound to the suction motor. And now it's going to turn on the brush roll. Definitely a lot more quiet of a brush roll motor. Has about the same agitation as the Epic. Did leave a little behind, but weirdly enough, not much got snowplowed up front. was the first set. Now, here comes round 2, where we're going to be battling out the White Guardian and the Black Guardian. So, at this point, these things pretty much have the same suction motor. See how they sound exactly the same? The only difference between them is the brush roll motor. As you can see, the White Guardian has the older style motor, and the Black Guardian, as you probably heard, has a much different sounding brush roll motor. So pretty much the power of the brush roll motors is going to be what makes them pass or fail in this part of the test. So let's start off with the White Guardian. A little bit of the agitation, about the same. Now here's the Black Guardian. All right, now get ready for round 3, the final round between the White Guardian and the Epic. These things have pretty much the same brush roll motors, but the one difference is that they have different suction motors. The Epic has the older motor that honestly to me has a much better sound than these newer motors, but admittedly the suction and airflow of these newer style motors definitely makes up for that. But let's see how it all performs in the final challenge. last but not least, the Epic. All right, contest is complete. You guys can vote in the comments which one of those 3 rounds, which one of them won in those contests, and which one is the best performer overall. And I hope you've enjoyed this battle between these 3 Aris Electrolux uprights. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.